Hello fellow technician, today we're going to be doing an unboxing video of a lock ring by Vulcan charging station. This is going to a transition phase of R600. This is the charging station that what we need to charge the R600 refrigerant into the seal system. So this box too comes with a nice instruction that is color, and let's move on to the page that about the general setup here. They give you all the basic contents and then the safety instruction, and this is the page that you really want to focus on. This is telling you how to set up this whole setup here, where the manifold gauges and the scale and whatnot. So let's put this thing down. Let's start taking everything out of this nice beautiful boxes here now. We're putting out the 4 connecting holes here. And this is the hook for the manifold gauges, and this is the hose to charge the unit, and this is your high side manifold gauges. And you put the hook right in there. And then this is the low side manifold gauge. You also want to put the hook in too. Now we're putting up all these valves that they comes with. You're going to be using every single one of these here though. So we're going to put them down. We're going to start to explain where goes where and how this whole thing is going to be setting up. So we're going to talk about these manifold hoses here. There's 4 hoses. So we're talking about these 4 manifold hoses. These are the male size that has the thing that's sticking out for the straighter valve, and these are the female size, as you can see. So all 4 of them or like that. So you got to make sure the male size has to go to a certain location, because some of these connector tri-pin has a straighter valve, so the male side has to go into these where the straighter valve is. So you got to be really careful when you hook these guys up now. And then also it comes with the this is the recovery hose, that in case if you're charging the unit near there's a window, and also on the first floor, you can take this and it goes about 10 feet outside to the window, and the heavier weight brass size, you take this outside, and this is for recovery purposes. So just make sure if you're using this, you can't use this on an apartment building or anything that there's someone living under the basement. So you got to make sure you vent this to somewhere low. You can't have discharges if there's a person who's under, because this is a flammable refrigerant, so it's gonna cause a serious problem. And also this unit does come with a digital scale that only measures in gram, and also comes with the 2 AA free battery to get you going right over here. And also this is one of the charging holes that connected, and you got to pay close attention, because you see this arrow over here, it only goes in one direction, so the refrigerant will not be able to flow back this way. So you got to understand the R600 refrigerant will be connected from this tubing from this side. So when you turn on the refrigerant from the R600 tank over there, it can have the refrigerant going backwards. So this is to prevent that. So now we're going to talk about how to hook this up now. So we're going to take you see the male and the female side. So the female side will goes, let's look at this. This is the female side. We're going to hook this up under the lower of this low size manifold gauges here. So this is female to female. And then now we're going to take one side that has the male. We're going to hook it at the back of this manifold gauges here. If you look at it, there's a straighter valve pin there. So you have to hook this up in here. And then you will take the female side Now you're gonna hook this up. Well, let's hand that into the wall. Not by the wall, by the case. Now we're gonna hook this into the high side manifold gauges now, which is right here on the side. And also, as you can see, there's no straighter valve pin, and this is the female side here. Now we're also going to put that up into here, like it going across. So as you can see, this will look like this for now. Then now we have 2 more of these additional hoses here. Also, we're going to hook up the female size over here to the under of this high side manifold gauges. And then the last hose that we have here, right over here, we're gonna hook the female size. That's the male size, so we're gonna hook the female size. So we're gonna make sure we're hooking the female side into this port over here on the low side manifold gauges. Okay, now as you can see, it comes with all these valves. So this is the low and the high side. So let's look at these guys. These has the opening over here that says open and closes. Let's see if we can see this through here. Yep, here you go, you can see it shows open and close. So counterclockwise, when you open this out counterclockwise, now this is closing the valve out now. So we're gonna open this all the way. Okay, now we're gonna hook these into the manifold gauges port here, see? So both of these will go to the manifold gauges. Okay, and then let's hook this one to the other manifold gauges. Okay, now we're gonna turn that to close now. So see, counterclockwise to close it. Make sure you turn this all the way. Good. Now we're gonna hook one of these T valve here. And also you see there has a straighter valve connection. So we're gonna hook this in here into this hose right here. Let's back it up now so everybody could see. You see, right there, and this T hose. And these are all goes to the low size. So let's hook this in. This guy goes to here. And then this yellow one is for the recovery. So let's look at it. This has the opening here. So we're gonna, on this side, has the male part has to go into the straighter valve on the T connector here. So which is right in here. Yep, so you can see it. Yep, we can see it now. Let's hook that in. Good. Now, this is another valve that goes under the T here, and this is for your charging now. And for this one can go either direction. It doesn't matter for this, the blue shut-off valve here. So here's one thing now. So remember we talked about this long hoses. The one where the arrow faces to the left has to hook it up under here where the blue. And then at this point you want to turn the valve off now. And then we have another T valve here. And we have a weight here. This is for it to balance the tank here on the scale. So you will put this onto the weight here. And then now this is where the R600 is going to connect to. It has its own turn and on and off valve. So we're gonna remove this here, the capsule. I'm gonna put it right into this guy here. And then now we're gonna hook up this over there at the last section. And then this is where it goes to the scale. And then we're gonna get the R600 here. And then this should goes right into this can here. Well, this R600 will not work with this fitting, so we have to get a different fitting for this. Yeah, so this R600 will not. So now you would put the R600 upside down here, and then you open the cylinder. That's when you're gonna start charging onto this unit here. But now we're gonna unpack everything, because this is only a demonstration of unboxing and how to take these kits out and put it back the way it is. Because these kits are very expensive, so you know, we gotta really take good care of our tool to make money. So you know, this is the video is demonstrated for that. So now we're gonna take everything out of here. We're gonna put it back into the box, and let's get everything going now. Let's disconnect everything and put it back to the box as the way it is. And we want you guys to do this every single time, because remember, these kits aren't cheap, you know. And without these kits, now we can't do the work. So it is very important to have this thing back the way it is. So in the course of a lifetime owning this tool, you'll be probably doing this 100 million times now in the near future. So this is a good representation of the video of how to do this. So as you can see, my partner is taking out everything nicely and gently. Make sure we don't throw these things around now and playing around with it. Back the scale. Also, maybe you want to take out the battery. If this would have ever been done, you want to take out the battery, because if the battery sits in there, it can ruin the scale. Oops. Yeah. Put all these valves back in there, and these. This goes right over here. make sure we close the valve. And it goes in here. And this valve goes right in here. So now we got everything nice tucked in here. I'm gonna put back the manual, or you can put a folder and keep this manual somewhere. And then now you can close back the case. Nice and secure. And you take this and you're ready to go back to your truck now. And thanks for watching.